Ladies and gentlemen, at times life feels unpredictable, like a river that changes its course without warning. There are moments when we feel lost, uncertain, and unsure of the direction we're headed. But in these moments, when the road ahead appears unclear and the future uncertain, there's something powerful to remember. Everything that is happening is part of a bigger plan, one that is beyond our understanding. The people we meet, the opportunities we encounter, and even the challenges we face are all aligned in a way that serves a higher purpose. Trusting in this divine alignment allows us to see beyond the present moment and find peace, even in the midst of uncertainty. We often get caught up in the hustle and bustle of our everyday lives, trying to control every detail, pushing forward with determination, believing that we must steer every aspect of our journey. And while it's true that we should put forth effort and strive for our goals, there is also a quiet power in allowing life to unfold as it's meant to. In surrendering to the natural flow, we open ourselves to receiving the guidance that is already on its way. At times we may feel frustrated or defeated when things don't go as planned, when dreams don't manifest in the way we imagined, or when setbacks arise unexpectedly. It's easy to think we're being punished or that we're doing something wrong. But the truth is that these moments are often the times when life is aligning us with what we need most. Every twist, every turn, every delay, and every shift in direction is a part of the intricate design that is leading us towards something greater. Consider this: all of us have experienced moments when something seemingly insignificant turned out to be the key to a greater opportunity or connection. A chance encounter, an unexpected conversation, a seemingly random decision. All of these moments may have felt like coincidences at the time, but in retrospect they often reveal themselves as pivotal points in our lives. These occurrences are not accidents. They are the universe, God, or life itself working in ways we might not fully comprehend to bring us closer to our purpose. When we trust in divine alignment, we let go of the need to control everything and instead begin to trust the unfolding process. We recognize that the path is not always linear, nor does it follow our exact blueprint. But the beauty of this is that life, in all its unpredictability, is constantly bringing us the lessons and people we need to grow. There is an innate wisdom in the way everything is connected, and while we may not always understand it at the time, looking back, we often see how each piece fits together to create the life we are meant to live. In trusting divine alignment, we also learn to have faith in the timing of our lives. How many times have we been frustrated because things didn't happen on our schedule? How many times have we believed that we were ready for something only to face setbacks or delays? But in these moments, there is an invitation to trust that the timing of life is not bound by our human constraints. What feels like a delay may be preparing us for something bigger. What seems like an obstacle may be a redirection to a path more aligned with our true calling. It's not always easy to trust this process, especially when the world seems to be moving faster than we can keep up. But this trust doesn't require perfection or certainty. It simply requires surrender, the ability to let go of our desire to control every outcome and to open ourselves to the idea that there is a plan in motion far greater than what we can see in the present moment. When we surrender, we allow ourselves to receive all that the universe or life has in store for us. There is a quiet peace in knowing that we are not alone in this journey. We are constantly being guided, aligned with the right people, opportunities, and experiences that will help us grow. It's as though we are dancing with the flow of life, trusting that the rhythm will carry us exactly where we need to go. And sometimes the most beautiful things in life come when we stop trying to force them and simply let them emerge in their own time and way. So when life feels uncertain or overwhelming, remind yourself that there is a divine alignment at work. Trust that everything you are going through is guiding you, even the difficult moments. Know that the connections you are meant to make, the opportunities you are meant to seize, and the growth you are meant to experience are all part of a larger plan designed to bring you to your fullest potential. Have faith in this process and trust that in the grand design of things, everything is unfolding just as it should. There comes a moment in every journey when you are faced with the unknown, when the future feels like a vast expanse stretching beyond your reach, and uncertainty clouds your every step. It's in these moments that true courage is born. The courage to move forward despite not knowing exactly where you're going. The courage to embrace the unfamiliar, to take a leap of faith into what seems like an abyss, trusting that it will lead you to something greater. Courage at its core is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to face it head on, to act despite it, and to trust that the outcome will reveal itself in time. Opening yourself to the unknown takes a kind of bravery that doesn't always feel natural. We are creatures of habit, drawn to comfort, stability, and predictability. But growth doesn't happen in safe spaces. It happens when you step outside your comfort zone, when you venture into territories that feel intimidating, when you make choices that challenge everything you thought you knew. Courage is not just a fleeting moment of bravery. It's a muscle you build through consistent action, one bold decision at a time. And with every small act of courage, you expand your world, pushing the boundaries of what you thought was possible. When you are faced with uncertainty, it's easy to allow fear to take control. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of rejection, these are the voices that play in the back of your mind, whispering doubts and paralyzing you from moving forward. But courage asks you to turn down the volume on those fears and take action anyway. It's about recognizing that fear is just a feeling, not a fact, and that it doesn't have to dictate your choices. When you allow yourself to step into the unknown, you silence the power of fear and replace it with the power of possibility. Courage isn't always about taking giant leaps. Sometimes it's about taking small, steady steps in the direction of your dreams. It's about showing up even when you don't have all the answers. It's about speaking your truth even when your voice shakes. It's about continuing to walk forward, even when the path ahead is unclear, knowing that each step, no matter how small, is still progress. Courage is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing commitment to trust the process and to take action, even when the outcome isn't guaranteed. Every time you step into the unknown, you grow stronger. The more you face the unfamiliar, the less fear has a hold over you. With every challenge, you discover new parts of yourself, hidden strengths, untapped potential, and an unwavering belief that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. Courage builds resilience. It allows you to rise time and time again in the face of difficulty, because you've learned to trust that you can handle the journey even when the road is rough. Courage also calls you to let go of the need for control. It's about surrendering to the flow of life and trusting that, even when things don't go as planned, there's a bigger picture at work. When you let go of the need to micromanage every moment, you open yourself to the possibility that what you thought you wanted might not be what you actually need. Sometimes the courage to let go is the greatest act of bravery you can perform. It's about accepting that you don't have to have all the answers right now. The unknown is not a threat, it's an invitation to discover what's waiting for you just beyond the horizon. It's important to remember that courage isn't always about grand gestures or heroic feats. Sometimes it's as simple as getting out of bed when you feel overwhelmed, picking yourself up after a setback, or choosing to keep going when you feel like giving up. Courage is about persistence. It's about showing up day after day, continuing to take action toward your goals, even when the results aren't immediate or obvious. True courage is quiet, persistent, and unwavering. It's the courage to trust in yourself, even when others may doubt you. It's the courage to keep going, even when the way forward seems impossible. And in these moments of courage, you realize something profound. You are capable of more than you ever imagined. You are not defined by your fears, your doubts, or your failures. You are defined by your ability to keep moving forward, to take that next step, even when it feels terrifying. Courage is the key to unlocking your potential, to discovering who you truly are and what you are capable of achieving. So, when you find yourself standing at the edge of the unknown, remember that you are not alone. You have everything you need within you to face whatever comes your way. The courage you need to take that first step is already inside you, waiting to be unleashed. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, and know that the unknown holds the potential for something incredible. The only thing standing between you and the life you dream of is your willingness to embrace the unknown with courage and faith. The world is waiting for you to take that leap. Life's journey is not always smooth. In fact, it's often filled with twists, turns, and challenges that can make us question our ability to continue moving forward. There are moments when obstacles seem insurmountable, when the weight of adversity threatens to pull us down. But it is precisely in these moments that we are presented with the opportunity to discover our true strength. Resilience, at its core, is the ability to rise after every fall, to rebuild after every setback, and to continue moving forward even when the road ahead is difficult to navigate. Resilience is not about avoiding hardship or escaping pain. It's about how we respond when life tests us, how we show up when things get tough, and how we learn to persevere through the storm. It's easy to feel defeated when faced with challenges that seem beyond our control, but resilience teaches us that adversity is not something to fear, it is something to embrace. Every challenge, no matter how difficult, has the potential to strengthen us, to shape us into the person we are meant to become. It is in the struggle that we build the fortitude and wisdom necessary to face whatever comes our way. When we encounter a challenge, the first instinct might be to retreat, to pull back and protect ourselves from further pain. But resilience is about doing the opposite. It's about standing tall in the face of adversity, looking it square in the eye and saying, "I am stronger than this." Resilience is rooted in the belief that we can overcome anything, no matter how impossible it may seem. It's the unwavering conviction that setbacks are temporary, that no storm lasts forever, and that with each new day we are given the opportunity to begin again. Even in our darkest moments, resilience is the quiet voice that tells us to keep going even when everything around us feels uncertain. Overcoming challenges requires a mindset shift. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, we can choose to view them as opportunities for growth. Every difficulty we face holds the potential to teach us something new about ourselves, about others, and about the world around us. When we face adversity head-on, we gain a deeper understanding of our own strength and resilience. We learn what we're truly capable of, and we realize that we have the power to adapt, to evolve, and to rise above any challenge that comes our way. The process of overcoming challenges is rarely easy, and it often involves a great deal of inner struggle. But it is through this struggle that we develop the resilience needed to keep going. In times of hardship, it can feel like progress is slow or non-existent, but every small step forward is a victory. Resilience is built in the moments when we don't give up, when we keep pushing through the difficulty, even when the road ahead seems unclear. It's about showing up day after day and doing the work even when we don't feel like it, even when we don't see immediate results. Resilience also teaches us the importance of self-compassion. When faced with adversity, it's easy to be hard on ourselves, to feel as though we should have done better or should have known better. But resilience reminds us that we are human. We are not meant to be perfect. What matters is that we keep going, that we keep learning, and that we keep growing. In times of struggle, we must be kind to ourselves, recognizing that setbacks do not define us. Our strength lies in our ability to rise again, not in our ability to avoid difficulty altogether. It's important to remember that resilience is not about going through challenges alone. It's about leaning on the support of others when needed, seeking help when we feel overwhelmed, and allowing ourselves to be vulnerable. Sometimes the most resilient thing we can do is ask for support, to recognize that we don't have to face every battle on our own. The strength to persevere doesn't always come from within, it often comes from the love and encouragement of those around us. By opening ourselves to connection, we gain the strength to move forward, knowing that we are not alone in our struggles. The road to resilience is not a straight path. It's a winding journey full of ups and downs, highs and lows. But every step of the way we are learning, growing and evolving. Resilience is not about avoiding pain or escaping difficulty. It's about embracing it with grace and courage. It's about trusting that every challenge we face has the power to shape us, to strengthen us, and to prepare us for the next chapter of our journey. So, when faced with adversity, remember that it is not the challenge itself that defines you, it is your response to it. The strength you possess to keep going, to rise again after every fall, is what shapes your future. Every obstacle you overcome is a testament to your resilience, a reminder that you have the power to face anything that comes your way. Resilience is not just about bouncing back, it's about moving forward with greater wisdom, greater strength, and a deeper belief in your ability to navigate whatever life has in store for you. In life, there are few things more powerful than the connections we form with others. While the journey of self-discovery and individual growth is essential, there is something uniquely transformative about the way we are shaped by the people we meet along the way. True partnerships are not merely about companionship, but about mutual growth, where both individuals challenge each other to become the best versions of themselves. These connections, when nurtured and cultivated, become the foundation for incredible personal evolution and shared success. The most meaningful partnerships are not built on perfection or an absence of challenges. Rather, they are forged in the fires of growth. Every relationship, especially those that become deep, lasting partnerships, goes through moments of tension, misunderstanding, and even hardship. But it is precisely through these trials that the true strength of the partnership emerges. When two people are committed to growth, they not only learn to navigate their differences, but also learn how to inspire and encourage each other to rise higher. This dynamic exchange of energy, support, and love transforms both individuals into something far greater than they could ever have been on their own. A true partnership calls for both individuals to be vulnerable, to open themselves up and share their authentic selves. In doing so, they create a space where growth can happen naturally, where both people feel safe to be their true selves without fear of judgment or rejection. This kind of openness fosters trust, which is the cornerstone of any lasting connection. When you trust another person with your heart, your dreams, and your fears, you give them the power to help you grow. And in return, you give them the same opportunity. Growth becomes a shared experience, one that both partners actively contribute to, enriching each other's lives in ways that would be impossible without the bond they share. The beauty of such a partnership lies in its ability to pull each person out of their comfort zone. It's easy to stay within the confines of what is familiar and comfortable, but growth happens when you are pushed to think differently, to challenge your assumptions and to confront your limitations. A true partner will encourage you to do just that. They won't let you stay stagnant or settle for less than your potential. They will challenge you to push past your fears, break through barriers, and achieve things you may not have thought possible. This kind of challenge isn't about competition. It's about raising each other up, lifting each other to new heights, and supporting one another through the journey. In a partnership focused on growth, both individuals understand that their individual successes are tied to the success of the other. They don't just celebrate each other's achievements, they actively participate in helping each other reach their goals. When one person falls, the other is there to lift them up. When one person falters, the other offers a hand to steady them. This mutual support is what makes a partnership so powerful. It is a relationship where both individuals are invested in each other's progress and happiness, not just their own. Together they can accomplish more than they ever could apart, as their strengths complement and amplify each other's. This growth is not always linear. There will be setbacks, challenges, and moments of doubt. But the beauty of a true partnership is that these moments are not roadblocks, they are opportunities to learn, to grow, and to deepen the connection. When two people are committed to growth, they understand that these challenges are simply part of the process. Instead of letting obstacles tear them apart, they face them together, using the experience to strengthen their bond and to learn valuable lessons about themselves and each other. It's through these challenges that a partnership evolves, becoming more resilient, more profound, and more meaningful with each passing day. The growth that takes place in a partnership isn't always about grand achievements or monumental changes. Sometimes it's the small, everyday moments that make the biggest impact, the quiet support when things are tough, the encouragement when self-doubt creeps in, and the shared laughter during moments of joy. These seemingly small acts of connection build the foundation for a deep and lasting bond. Over time, these moments accumulate, shaping the relationship into something beautiful, transformative, and irreplaceable. A partnership built on growth creates an environment where both people feel empowered to pursue their dreams, to explore their passions, and to become the best versions of themselves. It is a place where they can learn from each other, inspire each other, and celebrate each other's successes. In this kind of partnership, there is no limit to what can be achieved, because the bond between them is not just about sharing space, it is about sharing vision, sharing purpose, and sharing a commitment to growth, both individually and together. True partnerships aren't just about what you can gain from the other person, they are about what you can give. When two people come together in the spirit of growth, they create something far more powerful than the sum of their individual parts. They create a force that propels them forward, a force that drives them to be more, to do more, and to achieve more than they ever could have on their own. Through mutual respect, trust, and a shared commitment to growth, the connection deepens and the partnership flourishes. In this space, anything is possible. Growth often comes in the most unexpected forms, emerging from discomfort rather than ease. It's in the moments that challenge us, that push us beyond the boundaries of what we know, that we truly transform. Many of us are conditioned to seek comfort, to avoid situations that make us feel uneasy. But true growth lies not in staying within the familiar, but in embracing the discomfort of stepping into the unknown. It is through these uncomfortable experiences that we discover our strength, resilience, and untapped potential. When faced with discomfort, it is natural to want to retreat or hold back. It's human to fear the unknown and to want to protect ourselves from the challenges that lie ahead. But it is through confronting these discomforts that we break free from the limitations we've placed on ourselves. Growth doesn't happen in a bubble of safety. It happens when we stretch ourselves, when we take risks, and when we choose to step into spaces that demand more from us. This discomfort is not something to fear, but something to embrace, because it signals that we are on the verge of something powerful transformation. Think of every moment in your life where you were pushed to your limits, where the challenge seemed too great, yet you persevered. In hindsight, these moments were the very ones that shaped you. They taught you more about your capabilities, your capacity for growth, and your ability to overcome obstacles. Each time you embraced discomfort, you emerged stronger, wiser, and more equipped for whatever came next. It's through this process that you begin to realize that discomfort is not a barrier, it's an invitation to evolve. Growth is about expanding beyond what you thought was possible, and that expansion always requires moving through discomfort. It might mean taking on a new project, speaking up when it feels difficult, or taking a leap of faith in a new direction. These moments challenge you to go beyond your comfort zone and to embrace a new version of yourself, one that is braver, more confident, and ready for whatever lies ahead. The beauty of growth is that, while it may feel difficult in the moment, the rewards are immeasurable: new opportunities, new strengths, and a deeper sense of self. So, when you face discomfort, remind yourself that it is not an obstacle, but a stepping stone. It is the key to unlocking your potential and moving toward the life you are meant to live. Every challenge you face is not an enemy, but a lesson in disguise. It can often feel like the weight of the world is bearing down on you, as if each obstacle is a force set to stop your progress. But in reality, every challenge is a stepping stone, an opportunity to grow, learn, and ultimately become stronger than you were before. Life is filled with obstacles, some big, some small, but they all serve a purpose, to reveal the depths of your strength and to teach you the resilience needed to keep moving forward. When you encounter a challenge, it's easy to get lost in frustration, to feel as though the universe is conspiring against you. But what if instead of viewing each challenge as something to overcome, you viewed it as a chance to learn something new about yourself? Each difficulty you face offers you the opportunity to discover strengths you may not have known you had. Every setback, no matter how hard it seems in the moment, is a gift wrapped in hardship. It may not always be immediately obvious, but the growth that comes from navigating these challenges is invaluable. Challenges are meant to test you, but they also reveal your potential. They ask you questions. Will you rise to the occasion? Will you push through the discomfort, or will you turn back? It's not about avoiding the struggle, but facing it with a mindset that says, I will grow through this. By approaching challenges with this perspective, you shift the focus from the difficulty itself to the strength that lies within you to handle it. It's in these moments of struggle that you come face to face with your own resilience. You realize that you are capable of far more than you thought possible. As you navigate each challenge, remember that it's okay to stumble, to feel frustrated, or to question your abilities. These emotions are part of the process, and they don't define your success. It's the willingness to keep going, to take one step forward even when the road is unclear, that defines your progress. Every time you push through a challenge, no matter how hard, you are building the foundation for your future success. Challenges are not the end, they are merely the beginning of the next phase of your growth. In the pursuit of growth and progress, it's essential to understand that the journey will not always be a straight line. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and the path ahead can sometimes feel uncertain. However, within this uncertainty lies one of life's greatest opportunities, the chance to trust in the process. Trusting the process is about having the faith to move forward even when you cannot see the full picture. It's about understanding that each step you take, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, is leading you exactly where you need to go. Trusting the process means letting go of the need to control every outcome. It's about surrendering to the fact that you cannot always predict what will happen next, but knowing that you are equipped with everything you need to handle whatever comes your way. The temptation to worry about what's ahead can be overwhelming, but when you trust the process, you shift your focus from fear of the unknown to excitement for the possibilities. Each moment becomes an opportunity to learn, grow, and adapt, knowing that every challenge and every triumph is contributing to your development. At times, it may feel like progress is slow or that you're not making the progress you hoped for. But trust in the process reminds you that growth is not always visible in the moment. Sometimes the most important work is being done on the inside, where your mindset, resilience, and understanding are evolving. Trusting the process means recognizing that the seeds you plant today may not bear fruit right away, but that doesn't mean they are not growing. Patience and faith in the unfolding of your journey are key to staying grounded and focused on your ultimate goal. There will be moments of doubt, times when the road seems too hard to continue on, but trust in the process teaches you that every step, every misstep, and every challenge is part of the bigger picture. The key is to keep moving forward even when you don't have all the answers, because the process is designed to guide you, shape you, and prepare you for the greatness that awaits. When you trust the process, you embrace the journey with confidence, knowing that the path you're on is exactly where you need to be.